Mushy mushy, and welcome to Something for Sunday, episode 3. I won last week, so I had the honour of beating Scott Howe, and today I get to host the show. Today I'm joined by Leo, the Bloody Turks McGuinn, boasting a professional record of 1 quiz, 1 loss, and making his debut on Something for Sunday, Dan, the Ottoman Empire, Osborne.
What was the mushy bit?
It's just Japanese for hello.
That's alright, fair enough.
Right.
Cultural.
Not as bad as I thought.
No, yeah, cultural actually. I like it.
Both Dan and Leo are Liverpool fans, so naturally,
Fans of the football club, not the city.
I hope.
I like
So
the City's
naturally,
okay.
But, yeah.
there's only one thing that this quiz could be on, and I hope you know your Dexter Blackstocks from your Robbie Earnshaws, because it's Nottingham Forest promotion push from 2010.
Oh, okay.
No.
I got
No.
it. It's not.
No.
Oh, there's going to be so much magoogs.
Oh,
Right, it's Liverpool and European Cups.
Okay.
can we just talk about 2005?
We're going to be starting at the start,
Okay.
their first European Cup win.
Okay.
It's not the start, but it's their first European Cup win.
Yeah.
So Liverpool first won the European Cup in 1977,
Yeah.
beating Borussia Mönchengladbach in the final.
Oh shit, I was going to write Pierce from using Gladbach.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all I
Yeah.
know.
But what was the score? 1 point each. By 1 point each, I mean there's 1 point for each of you.
This
One
might,
point per goal.
this might not show up on screen because the marker's not great.
I don't know.
No.
Well, you
Well,
can say your answer anyway. And
Let's
people-
see it there. I'll tell you if it looks good.
Nearly showed him as well. Yeah.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
3-1.
3-1.
Point each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
Goals
see-
from Terry McDermott.
See what I mean?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Terry
So we're doing
McDermott,
better
Tommy
than-
Smith, and Phil Neal with a penalty.
Doing better than every quiz so
So I'm on
far.
1.
What?
I'm on 1. Didn't even hit 1.
Yeah,
last
well
quiz.
done, man.
No,
Yeah,
no.
-5.
Moving on up, but right in that campaign, right?
Can I
Liverpool-
see your 1 quickly?
Yeah,
I just want to see it work. No, your marker. I just want to see it.
Got
Yes! Yes!
Okay.
That's another point.
Right, question 2. Right?
Moral
This one
point.
doesn't work at all. That's really weird.
Yep.
He's taking an advantage here. In that campaign, right, Liverpool
Yeah.
beat Crusaders,
Yep.
Trabzonspor, and St Eddie in 3 semi-finals. But who did they beat in the semi-finals?
Do you have to be specific and say football team?
Well, no.
It has to be a specific football team.
What else would it be?
What
Or
else?
we could just say football team. That's not right. It's not wrong.
Okay,
Alright.
yeah, you wouldn't be wrong to be
So
fair.
who did they beat in the campaign?
Trabzonspor.
Crusaders,
Come on.
Trabzonspor,
No.
and St Etienne.
St Etienne probably second most successful French team of all time. Would you say?
I think they're the most successful French team of all time.
Fuck off. I don't know.
Well, you're gonna have to guess.
I think I've made an educated guess that's not in any way educated.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta
Okay.
count
Tur-
it down.
you
Okay,
first.
3, 2, 1.
Club Bruges.
Real Madrid.
Club Brugge is a good guess. They,
That's the.
yeah, it was
well,
Zurich.
Well,
They won
Zurich.
6-1 on
Real
aggregate.
Madrid was my second guess.
Yeah, they
Wasn't
beat
right.
at some point. No.
Following year,
Yeah.
Liverpool retained the European Cup,
Yeah.
beating Belgian paedophile club Bruges 1-0 at Wembley.
Yeah.
Dalglish got the winner of that
Yeah.
midway through the second half.
Little
There was
chin.
one Irishman in the squad that day, and he came on as a second half substitute
For Bruges.
for Liverpool.
For Liverpool.
Name him.
Name him.
This is probably the most difficult question in the quiz, to be fair. So
What's a super generic Irish name?
So, like, we would know it, do you reckon? Or...
I don't think so.
Yep, I've got it.
Okay.
Right?
And this guy wasn't Irish, but his name sounds it, so that's just wrong. But,
I made somebody up.
Paddy or Paddison? Yeah, it's a good guess.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
David Fairclough.
Kevin Donovan.
It was Steve Highway.
Oh, yeah, he runs the youth system. Of course we did. He runs the youth system.
Came on a minute before.
There's a whole song about him.
I'm not going to lie.
He came on a minute before he scored the winner. So you
I
could
didn't
say.
score the winner.
Or they
I
scored
didn't
the winner.
play at all.
You weren't even born.
I wasn't even on the bench.
You might say that he changed the game, but you probably wouldn't. But
You might, yeah. Steve.
okay, next one. We're going back a bit
Yeah.
easier.
Okay.
Right. Liverpool were going for 3 in a row in 78-79.
Yeah.
They came unstuck in the first round.
Did they?
Who beat them?
Uh-huh.
And for a bonus point, what was the score in aggregate?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Dan, do you have any idea?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you really, though?
Yeah.
No, you don't. He doesn't have any idea.
I don't have any idea.
Yes, just give us the country and we'll...
No.
If I give you the country, you'll get it.
Oh, okay.
So it's a country with only one good team.
Luxembourg, FC. They were good back then.
Doesn't matter. You can see what I write.
If you give it... Oh, if I give you the country, you'll get it.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Yeah. Okay.
This actually just isn't writing at all, so I'm just going to say my answers.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Mine is barely.
Pretend to write though, just for academic purposes.
Okay, yeah.
And you can guess the aggregate score anyway.
Oh, aggregate score, yeah, sorry. I forgot
So I'm
about
probably going to say mine first because it doesn't look like I've got it written down.
that. Okay, you go ahead.
Okay. Club Bruges 3-1.
How many points did you get for that?
0.
Okay.
Olympiacos 4-2.
0. Nottingham Forest 2-0.
Oh, if I say the country, I'll give it away.
Yeah, because there's only one other
Yeah.
English club.
Yeah,
That could
that's
have been
fair because they won it that year.
Gary Birtles and left back Colin Barrett got the goals in the first leg and the finish 0 on Anfield.
So that means it was 2-0 aggregate.
Yeah.
So I got the goal like they won by 2.
Yeah, you got both teams were right and losing by 2.
So it's 1-1, is it?
It's still 1-1, yeah. Okay. 3-year Baron Spellier followed that 78 Cup final win. But Liverpool regained the European Cup in 1981 when they beat the fascist outfit Real Madrid 1-0
Yeah.
in the Parc des Princes. Alan Kennedy scored the winner that day.
Uh-huh.
Where was he signed from?
The year your answer, then you give me the marker and I'll write mine. I don't know the
No.
marker.
Where was he signed from? And we have to say specific club again, do we?
Yeah, like not a football club or, you know.
What?
He
Okay,
that
okay,
earlier.
here you go. This is wrong, but I don't know the answer, so I'm putting the club that Phil Neal went to for some reason.
That's fair enough. It might be right. You never
The
know.
club, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Bolton Wanderers.
Partick Thistle.
Newcastle.
Close.
Newcastle.
He had a
Thinking Newcastle.
He had a good
Fucking
stint at Liverpool from
hell.
left back, scoring 20 goals. But his career kind of went into downward spiral after that. He went to Sunderland.
Well, Newcastle was my second choice.
Was it? You
Yes.
should have picked him, man.
DCU was my second choice.
Bollocks. What course?
Journalism.
Oh, the one with more points you said? Doesn't make any sense.
It was a fucking joke.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Liverpool next won the European Cup in 1984.
Uh-huh.
In that final, they beat Roma in their own backyard, winning 4-2 on penalties.
Yeah.
For 1 point each, name the penalty scores for Liverpool that day. But for every player that you made that didn't
Okay.
score a penalty, you lose a point.
Okay. Yeah, so it was 4-2 on pens.
4-2. So no, not the missed penalty, just the 4 goal scores.
Don't know. Did we miss a pen?
Yeah, first one.
Alright, I went Phil Neal, Dalglish, Kennedy, McDermott.
Which Kennedy?
You never specified we have to say first.
Okay, it's alright. 2. So what?
So I
You're
get
still
0 points.
Dalglish and Souness.
0 points. It
So-
was Ian Rush.
Yeah. Oh, I crashed out, Rush!
See, I was like, was Rush that? Yeah, okay. See, I
Did
don't...
the K score? Do you mean?
No.
Oh, okay. that's
Graham Souness.
Yeah. Well,
Phil-
he said soon.
Wait,
Yeah.
Dalglish didn't score?
So get into the goal scorers.
Okay.
Phil Neal
Yeah.
and Alan Kennedy.
So I had.
Did Dalglish
Okay,
take
so it
one?
was Souness and Rush are the two of them put down.
Yeah, you missed Souness from Rush.
So we
and
both get 0.
you missed Dougley.
What
Yeah.
a fucking waste of time.
That was an
Sorry.
absolute.
Who missed?
I actually couldn't tell you.
Thanks.
I forgot to check.
Say.
First penalty, anyway. Alright, getting to more familiar territory.
Yeah.
Liverpool's famous night in Istanbul.
Yeah.
Goals from Steven Gerrard, Vladimir Smicer and Xabi Alonso brought Liverpool back from the brink. Smicer was the first half substitute that night and replaced Harry Kewell.
Yeah.
For 2 points, what minute did he replace Harry Kewell in? And for 1 point, if both these are wrong, the closest two gets a point.
It's either this or I'm 1 minute out, so I've written it weirdly, but I think this is right. How do you, is it definitely this minute?
Definitely this minute.
I don't. Okay, I'm gonna write. Yeah, will I go? You say? Can
Go
I?
ahead.
21st.
39.
It's definitely.
1 point for Leo.
Yeah.
23.
I knew it was.
Guess.
Yeah, he did his groin. City boy. City boy. So I'm on
2 points.
2 points.
2
Okay.
points to 1.
2-1.
Alright, we're getting on to some of the darker nights in Liverpool's European Cup history. Right?
Yep.
Okay, come back to the light, man.
Most nights are pretty dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So their first ever foray into a European final saw them lose the 1966 Cup Winners' Cup
Oh, so they get easier. Good.
by 2 goals to 1. Who did they lose to?
1966.
Yeah.
Cup Winners' Cup.
Cup Winners' Cup. First ever of
What if I
Europe.
just write England won the World Cup that year?
That's okay. That is okay.
You can write it.
Points. Who did they lose to that year?
That's it. Just who they lose in the club.
What sort of country was it? A good one? Or?
It was a fascist one. There's a hint. There's a massive hint. But
Well, yeah, okay. Alright.
but everyone's fascist in my eyes.
That's true. Even the Russians?
Nah.
Nah, they get away with it. Okay. You are first, man.
Okay, sure. I think I'm just going to hedge my bets.
I think the last three are a bit more fair.
Oh, this one doesn't work anymore either.
All right.
Actually, you know what? You know what? If you get the country right, you get a point, and if you get the club right, you get 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I have mine right now.
Okay.
So
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
I'm going Portugal and Porto.
I'm going Bayern Munich.
1 point to Dan. Borussia Dortmund.
You didn't say the country was Germany.
Well,
How do we know? He knows.
To be fair, I was confused when you bothered to say Portugal. So,
it was 2-1 defeat after extra time.
So it's
in
2-all.
In Wembley.
It's 2-all.
It's
Yeah,
2-all.
between us.
Coming in at home straight.
Wembley
Right.
hosted the World Cup final that year.
Yeah.
Won it.
God, I had a lot of shit that year, didn't I? Two things.
It's 2.
And the FA Cup final probably as well. Actually,
yeah,
definitely.
Everton won the FA Cup that year.
Did it?
Yeah.
Good shout. That's not getting any bonus points though. Right, Liverpool's first final defeat in the European Cup came in that aforementioned game against Juve in Heysel.
Yeah.
Michel Platini, fucking cunt,
Yeah.
was the match winner that
That's
day
right.
from the penalty spot.
Yeah.
Who gave away the penalty?
sorry, what year?
1985.
Okay.
You really are a miserable cunt.
I
You know.
know.
Alright, let's just go. Bang.
Yeah, this one's still. I don't know why I'm trying this marker again. It still doesn't work.
That one works.
Kind of, yeah. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Turn.
Alright.
You gotta say the answer.
I know.
You're
Alan
on-
Hansen.
Bruce
0
Gallagher.
points. It was Gary Gillespie.
Fair enough.
I mean, great.
Okay.
I've just made this too hard for you on purpose.
Well, obviously you have.
To be fair,
yeah.
this is like the highest point score of any quiz
Yeah,
so
I'm
far.
not doing too much.
Actually, you got 6 and my new one.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah, but that was
Okay.
How many questions are left?
What?
How many questions are left?
3.
3 questions left.
3 questions left.
Alright.
Okay. 2 alls. 2
We're
alls.
coming into modern times now.
Okay.
Right, to Jared Julio's reign.
Good lad.
Liverpool won the UEFA Cup in 2001,
Yeah.
beating Alaves in the final.
Uh-huh.
Strange that they're in the final.
Yeah.
And just before we move on, they beat Borussia Mönchengladbach and Club Brugge in their first 2 UEFA Cup finals. And they were the first 2 teams to beat the European Cup finals. Just a bit of trivia there. Anyway, went into the Champions League the following season.
Yeah.
And like Manchester United, suffered heartache at the hands of Bayer Leverkusen.
Yeah.
They won the first leg 1-0. Sammy Hupia scored the first half header. And they lost the second leg 4-2. They were down Lucio's 84th minute header, winning it for Bayer. For a point each, and there's no negative marking.
Nobody calls them Bayer.
Yeah, I
No,
know. I just
yeah.
realised that there. Shout out to Pharmacy. For a point each, no negative marking. Name Liverpool's goal scorers in the away leg in Leverkusen.
Are you positive on this?
No.
Okay. That's nice.
Well, God, it's complete guesses. So.
We need a winner.
Huh?
We've voted 2-all. We need a winner.
You know
Well,
how many
we'll find
tiebreakers?
something. We'll find something.
Oh, we'll think of a tiebreaker.
Man, I'll just get them right. I
Yeah.
won't. I won't.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Danny Murphy and Emil Heskey.
Owen and McAllister.
0 points each.
Oh.
Good.
They were my guesses as well.
It
which,
was.
which ones?
Leo's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, McAllister wasn't there anymore, was he?
It was
Ah.
Yari Lippmann
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
and Abel Sevier.
And you're not gonna guess Abel Savia, are you? So, I
To be
mean,
fair,
Who actually at the minute, just another bit of useless trivia, was manager of the is manager of the Mozambique national team.
good.
Yeah,
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 To be
good
fair,
for
when
him.
you think of Yuri Lemon, you do think, oh, it's Liverpool's pal.
Yeah. Well, I do. To be fair.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
he's
You don't
European.
Think of him bringing
For Ajax,
Ajax to the Champions
No,
League.
I don't.
It's his Liverpool's pal.
Right,
2 more questions, then.
2 more questions.
Okay.
We're going to 2007 now.
Come
and
on.
this has nothing to do with football.
Great. Yeah, good.
Right, Liverpool's most recent European final.
Yeah.
Filippo Inzaghi, Filippo.
Pippo.
Inzaghi braces enough for
Pippo.
Milan to get revenge on 2005.
Yeah.
But the match
What
is
did he
over
have
on the
against
year.
2005?
fucking.
Hey, fuck you, 2005. Is that what he said?
That's what he said
Okay.
with his hands like Mussolini. Anyway,
2007. He's
you know
better.
he's actually Mussolini's bastard son. Anyway,
He'd be way too young, but surely. He's only 40 something.
Anyway, that match was overshadowed by crowd trouble beforehand.
Okay.
Security closed the gates to the Olympic Stadium.
I thought he said crouch rubble. I was like, what the fuck?
Great rubble. Great, okay.
Right, security closed the gates
Yeah.
to the Olympic Stadium in Athens, stating that the ground was full despite thousands of fans with genuine tickets being stranded outside.
Yeah.
How many fans with fake tickets the UEFA claim made it into the ground? To the nearest 100, and the closest one wins.
How about we get a point for every number we write down?
Okay. Now, 2 points for correct
How about
answer.
if I get a
1
point?
point for closest.
I write down 999.
How much for a point? No. How many points do I get for not mentioning? How many?
Well,
If I don't mention it
Give me
again.
the mark. If you're going to do that, I'm going to write my
Okay,
answer.
so what was the question? What was the
right.
question?
How many fans did the UEFA claim made it into the ground with fake tickets?
To the nearest 100.
To the nearest 100. And the closest one gets a point. Right answer gets 2.
To the nearest 100.
To the nearest 100.
Is it below 1,000?
No.
Not below 1,000.
No, not below 1,000. I'll give you that hint.
But is it a specific number? that
It
they
is a
have put?
specific number that they claim, but it's just guess it. It's a specific
That's a
number that's
plan, so-
well, yeah. You should know this.
Why should I know this? Give me 3 solid reasons why I should know this.
It's part of your club's history.
No, it isn't. No, it
You
isn't.
said it's getting them to do a football.
No, it's part of Athens police history. You cunt. How is it part of Liverpool history? Such a little. No, he's got. There, I mentioned it. Fuck you. Alright, fine.
Okay.
Alright,
Hey,
count down.
you go first.
3, 2, 1.
5,500.
I wrote down Tuesday 2200.
Leo gets a point. It was 5,000.
That's so. I should get 2, but whatever. No.
I'll give you a bit of UEFA.
So 3-2.
3-2. Coming into the last question, which will be obviously worth 4 points or 2 points.
Make it worth 2 points.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say
Make
4.
it worth 100
Okay,
points.
I'll just give you a bit of background. UEFA released a statement after a bit bizarre, calling Liverpool the worst fans in Europe.
Yep.
Just
Oh, yeah.
That is quite bizarre.
And Platini had to come out and say that they didn't agree with the statement, but obviously...
But who made the statement?
I don't know, their
Some
fucking
lad,
press secretary was
someone
like,
on
"Yeah, Liverpool are the
internship.
worst fans in Europe." And Platini was like, "No, they're not," but he's definitely deep down like, "Oh, they are." It's been an absurdly hard quiz, and I apologise for it, but I hope you've learned something about Liverpool's European escapades.
I wouldn't say it's absurd. I'm disappointed. I should have known more
Yeah.
about 70s.
Okay.
Anyways.
Just
So,
I would have liked if there was more reasons.
We're coming
Basically
in,
everything
we're-
before the 2000s
Hold on,
is one
we're
year.
coming into Liverpool's last campaign with Rafa Benitez.
Okay, so.
So
I'm on
nothing
10.
about Rodgers for the
Uh-huh.
whole quiz, I guess. Even though he had a great Champions League campaign.
Oh, he was brilliant, yeah, losing out to Basel.
And Ludogorets.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
on 10, is it?
0-9-10.
Yeah.
The first time that they missed out on group qualification
Yeah.
under Benitez, the only time.
Yeah.
Fiorentina topped the group.
Yeah.
Leon came second.
Oh, don't ask me. Oh, they're only 2 on you. Yeah.
For a point, how far did Leon get?
Okay.
And for another point, who knocked them out?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. So. No, let me. What was the question? Yeah, no, I know the question.
Can you get a minus point for forgetting the questions?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's 2 all again.
There you go, man.
It's 3-2.
Okay. I'm so pumped up for this, man.
Don't know why I'm giving you back. We're done.
Thanks, man. Cheers, man.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, Dan, you said first time. I've been saying first all the time. Yeah.
Dan, go ahead.
Leon were knocked out in the quarterfinals by Inter Milan.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
Quarterfinals into Milan.
Did you actually vote say goal?
No, he did. It's on camera.
Semi-finals Bayern Munich.
Did you? Which is right.
I knew it was the semi-finals, you little prick. Fuck you, Dan.
Well,
Fuck
Leo,
you.
You have to write the quiz next week.
Good.
5-2.
I was
Good.
like, give me a hand. What the fuck was
Convincing
that?
victory, man. Convincing.
That's all we have time for this week.
That's not all
Dan,
we have time
Dan-
for. It's all questions.
Dan,
Yes.
you're out of touch. Shane, you're out of time. Leo, I'm out of my head when you're not
Out
around.
of touch.